Hey y'all, this is very hot, very sweaty, very tired Gardner Gray. Welcome to Front Yard Food with Gardner Gray, where I am attempting to grow a garden in my front yard in Middle Tennessee. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome. So kind of an update on my update from yesterday was when I filmed that last video showing the garden beds. I did get 2 of those ready, and so I want to show you those and then show you how I am going to be rewarding myself for my hard work today. Also, side note, we are also going to triumph in the fact that I actually remembered to put my camera on landscape this time, so that this fits as a proper YouTube video. If you did watch that last one and stuck through it, I appreciate that, even though it was in portrait mode, and I hope you enjoyed at least the little bit of fun that I tried to add to there to sort of steer it into the skid. All right, so we are approaching golden hour, so this just looks absolutely marvelous. But there's bed number 1. Look at that absolutely gorgeous soil that's on top of there. And right next door, we've got bed number 2. Isn't that beautiful? So 2 down and so much more to go. Got a piece of cardboard hanging out there with my gloves. I will show what we're doing with that momentarily. So I figured, what better way to celebrate getting these garden beds up and ready for the season than going ahead and putting my first plants, seeds for these, into these garden beds. And I figure, who better to bring along than you guys? So what I'm going to be putting in this first bed are some root vegetables. I've got my carrots, the Chantenay red core carrots and purple dragon carrots. I'm going to put those down here at the end, and let me show you how I'm going to plant those. So the first thing I'm going to do is dig some trenches in the soil, and carrots and radishes both, neither one of them have to have a whole lot of spacing, so I'm actually going to be putting these just a couple of inches apart. Kind of a high intensity spacing, I guess, maybe. So first off, I'm going to sow my radishes. I have grown radishes before, kind of as a little experiment to see if I could, and grew them in like a little, I think a grow bag, a few years ago. So radishes are really cool in that it is probably the easiest way to get some reward out of your garden the fastest. So a lot of radishes are going to be ready from plant to harvest in about 25 to 30 days. Especially, 30, closer to 30 if it's a little bit cooler. They can grow in cooler weather. So when it dips down into the 30s here in a few nights, this stuff's going to be just fine. And I don't think I showed you what kind of radishes that I'm doing. I bought these just at the grocery store and not off of the sites that I like to source my seeds from, because this is kind of experimental. I want to see if I can grow radishes and then find a way to prepare them that my family actually will enjoy them and make it worth growing radishes in my garden. So I just picked up a couple of cheap seed packets. I got this one, which is just the cherry bell radish. This is kind of gold standard as far as regular globe-shaped red radishes, kind of spicy. And then I also got these, which are the French breakfast radishes. And amongst people who actually like to grow and eat radishes, that is one of the more popular ones. I think it has a bit of a milder flavor. It's a little more tolerant to the heat. It doesn't get as woody or extra spicy. And grows really well. It's kind of an elongated, you can see elongated radish with kind of a white tip there. So I'm going to do, I think, 2 trenches each of the radishes. And we'll see sprouts on those hopefully in like 2 or 3 days. And in about 3 or 4 weeks, we should be pulling these out of the ground. So they should be the first thing to come out of the garden as well. And then what I'm doing, I'm honestly just dropping a seed every inch or 2. They won't really crowd each other out too bad. And if they do, they're very forgiving. So I don't anticipate having spacing issues. We can always thin them out as well. Okay, so we've got half of this half of the bed planted with 4 rows of radishes. Planted them like a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch deep. And then I've got 6 more little furrows. I'm going to do 3 each of the 2 different types of carrots. All right, you have to excuse me. I'm a very sweaty, dirty, hot mess, which I'm very excited to be. So I'm going to do the carrots just a little bit differently. I am still going to plant them very shallowly. Usually the rule of thumb for planting seeds is you plant the seed about twice as deep as the seed is big or long. Carrot seeds are a little bit of a different critter. There's a lot of different ways that people approach this. Give me just a second, I will show you. Okay, so when I get a packet of seeds, the first thing I do is I will take them out and put them in a little teeny tiny Ziploc baggie. But you can see these carrot seeds are super, super tiny. So they barely get any soil coverage at all. And of course the wind kicks up when I'm trying to talk. Sorry. They barely get any soil coverage at all, and they also have to stay moist or they will not germinate. So what I am going to do is I'm going to plant my little furrows of carrots, and then I'm going to water everything down, and then I'm going to cover the carrot section with cardboard. And then I will leave that cardboard down for about a week, and then we'll lift it up and see if we have any germination. Once I see signs of germination, then we'll uncover it. I have grown carrots before. The only carrot that I have grown was the Parisian carrot, which is just this little bitty globe-like carrot. It's kind of round, about the size of a golf ball. They were actually pretty good. Honestly, I didn't know how to grow carrots at the time, so I stuck them in a grow bag. And just let them go, and it worked. I got carrots out of there. They were actually pretty tasty. So I basically just took a handful of the carrot seeds and sprinkled them along the furrows with no regard to spacing or how many carrots were sewn together. So I'm probably going to have to thin out a bunch, but that is to be expected with carrots. It's fine. And we are going to water everything really well. And then lastly, we're going to put the cardboard down, and I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so I've got cardboard down on top of the carrot half of the bed, or at least most of it. I am weighting that down with my shovel because cardboard does like to get blown away out of here. Now, a lot of people will also use like a wood plank, which is actually better, but I don't have that. What I have is cardboard, so a little extra weight. And then in about a week, I will start checking them. Carrots take a long time to germinate. It can be up to 2 weeks, and sometimes the germination is a little spottier than with other seeds. But I'm hopeful. I planted them very thickly. There are literally hundreds of carrot seeds in a packet. So I probably put out maybe 100 of each. And I'll space them an inch or two apart. Once they come up, we'll see what it looks like. I just put them in there and sort of like swish the soil around it, so they're probably not going to be in a straight little row by the time they get there. That cardboard will help hold in moisture and keep those seeds, that soil damp for the seeds until they germinate, and we'll check back. So thank you so much for celebrating getting the first beds put together and started. I am a filthy gardener that is about to go in and get cleaned up. I really appreciate you hanging out with me today. As always, to see the progress, like, subscribe, comment down below, and let me know if you have any tricks for growing carrots or what your favorite varieties of carrots to grow are. And as always, grow abundantly.